I almost forgot I was supposed to be doing this morning. Good morning. Pardon. Right quick. Let me get you. Cheers. Good morning. How you doing? At least it's morning here. I hope if it's morning where you're at, you're having a good one. Or, if you're having the evening, hopefully it's a good one too. And not, I'm having an evening. Or conversely, the afternoon. It's all relative. All just depends on basically where the sun is. How y'all doing this morning? I'm Brian. As you can see, what is written right there. And I'm a poet. And on this channel, that's what we do. We do poetry. Sometimes mine. Most of the time, especially on this program, we feature other people's poetry. And, we do it with that little twist. And what is the twist? Well, hey, how's it going, Kathy? I take poems from people that are long gone. Old poetry, classic poetry, good poetry. That's the criteria. It's got to be good. And I turn it into music using artificial intelligence, AI. And it's fun. And did you like yesterday's show? It was cool. Yeah. So yeah, I come on here every day, and usually we do this, that, or the other. So hit the like button, blah, blah, blah. That, like and subscribe, notification bells and stuff. Yeah, I'm informed this morning, aren't I? I had not had enough coffee yet. But what are we doing here? Okay, so I take 6 poems from 6 poets, and the AI I use to generate the music spits out 2 tracks, and we do compare and contrast. And the fun part is, I don't hear it until you hear it. And I don't know what it's going to do, because I have it do whatever it wants. Yeah. It's fun. So, at least I hope you think it's fun, because I think it's fun. Yeah, yesterday went pretty quick. So yes, as you can see, it's a Tuesday morning, and I'm in rare form, which means might as well just get on with the show. All right. Let's see here. I need to share the screen. Is it here? Oh, I need to bring that tab up. Yeah, see, I am. Let me get my stuff together. All right. We have these load from Tennyson to Sil Plath. House. Gotta catch up. Need my backwoods internet. Can't wait till they get fiber optics in here. All right. Share screen here. Share the window. All right. So I'm warning you, today's show, kind of iffy about it, because half of the tracks are 4 minutes long. And it shouldn't be 4 minutes. Yeah. See, like this one here, one of the tracks for this one here, 4 line is 4 minutes. So we got Alfred Lord Tennyson's Beautiful City. Then we got one of our favorites. Yeah, me too. Me too, Kathy. This is my first one. Inner Perfection. Edna St. Vincent Delay. Then we got, this is probably this is a longer one of his, and both of these are 4 minutes long. So we're probably going to get cut off. I don't know. And then we got A Prayer in Time of War, Alfred Noyce. And Sandberg, Time Sleep. And we're rounding out the show with Sylvia Plath, Morning Song. All right. Well, you're still tired? Hey, Netmaster. How's it going, kiddo? Hopefully you had a good one today and stuff. Yeah, doing the best we can with what we got to work with. That's all we can hope for most of the time. All right, so that should be on now. So I need to do this here. Let's go ahead. Go there. Yes, that's the proper day. Yeah, right there. All right. Beautiful City, version 1. This one is 4 minutes long. The second version is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know. I'm afraid. Boy!
Beautiful city, the center and crater of European confusion. Oh, you with your passionate shriek for the rights of unequal humanity. Has proven, but evolution ruled again, back on itself in the tides of a civic insanity.
Okay. That was cool. And it cut us. But yeah, I'm going to have to run that. Well, depending on what number 2 has. Yeah. Oh no, Mother Nature's all messed up because of us. Yeah. Don't get me started there. People in their ignorance. All right. So yeah, we can use rain right now too. So all right, let's. Oh no, I actually have to address this here. Someone violated your decree by waking you up from your nap. How freaking dare they? Yes, vengeance is warranted. A Nappuccino sounds pretty cool. I haven't met a nap I didn't like. Oh yes, the humanity. That was pretty freaking cool, though. You gotta admit, you didn't expect something like that to come out of that. Wow. That was cool. Let's see what number 2 has in store.
Beautiful city, the center and crater of European confusion. Oh, you with your passionate shriek for the rights of an equal humanity. How often your evolution has proven but evolution rolled again back on itself in the tides of a civic insanity. Your passionate shriek for the rights of an equal humanity. How often your evolution has proven but evolution rolled again back on itself in the tides of a civic insanity. Your passionate shriek for the rights of an equal humanity. humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Yeah, the first one was cool. Second one was cheesy. Yes, I agree. Number one. Number one is going to be run through 4.5. So, yes. We got our first redo for the redo and review. Yes. Two, I could just see a really cheesy video for number two. So far so good. All right, we got a returning favorite. Oh, speaking of returning favorite, how is it going, Joe? Our favorite banana. Hey, there's always replay, and I hope you liked what you saw yesterday. That was a good show yesterday. Yep. All right, so we are on inert perfection in the Saint Malay. All right, this one's not 4 minutes; it's 3 minutes and 18 seconds. The second one's 4 minutes. Oh boy, here we go.
Perfection, let me chip your shell. You cannot break it through with that soft beak. What if you broke it never and it befell? You should not issue thence, should never speak. Perfection in the egg, a fluid thing, grows solid in due course, and there exists, knowing no urge to struggle forth and sing, complete though shell-bound, but the mind insists. It shall be hatched to this ulterior end, that it be bound by function, that it be less than perfection, having to expend some force on a nostalgia to be free. This ulterior end, that it be bound by function, that it be less than perfection, having to expend some force on a nostalgia to be free.
Well, you know what they say freaking government runs on? Dead trees. Yep. Yeah, tell her to like and subscribe. It's been interesting this morning. Yes, it's been interesting this morning so far. All right. Yeah, me and my backwoods freaking internet. All right. Let's see here. Inner Perfection version 2. As soon as been in it. Oh. This has been.
Inert perfection, let me chip your shell. You cannot break it through with that soft beak. What if you broke it never and it befell? You should not issue thence, should never speak. Perfection in the egg, a fluid thing, grows solid in due course, and there exists, knowing no urge to struggle forth and sing, complete though shell-bound, but the mind insists. It shall be hatched to this ulterior end, that it be bound by function, that it be less than perfection, having to expend some force on a nostalgia to be free. It shall be hatched to this ulterior end, that it be bound by function, that it be less than perfection, having to expend some force on a nostalgia to be free. It shall be hatched to this ulterior end, that it be bound by function, that it...
Yep. I knew it was going to do that. I knew it. Yeah. I'm going to have to run that one through 4.5. So another one. Yay. Friday's show's already building itself, maybe. Because remember, Friday, I start classes. Yes, and I've already started working on some stuff for them too. That's one of the reasons I was almost late this morning, because I got caught up in working on a little questionnaire. So for the poetry class, talking about poetry, one of my favorite things, and I can't wait to. You do not know how much I enjoy telling people about this community. It's not just you guys who regularly show up to watch me, but all of us around. From the anti-Scientology stuff to the self-help stuff to this, that, and the other. The Suno stuff. We all have all these different things in common. We're all, and we came together for each other when we needed to, and it's it's good because we've got each other's back for the most part. But we all do our own things too. And I like what I do here because it's cool. All right, we are already through. Wow, we are already through almost 30 minutes in, and we're only through. Yeah. All right. Oh, so these 2 or 4. Wow, the next 3 tracks are all 4 minutes long. All right, so hey, Irish.
It was one of those clear, sharp, muscless days that summer and man delight in. Never had heaven seem quite so high, never had earth seem quite so green, never had the world seem quite so clean or sky so nigh. And I heard the deity's voice in the sun's warm rays, and the white clouds' intricate maze, and the blue sky's beautiful sheen. I looked to the heavens and saw him there, a black speck downward drifting. Nearer and nearer he steadily sailed, nearer and nearer he slid through space in an unending aerial race. On the white of his head the sun flashed bright, and he battled the wind with white pinions. Clearer and clearer the gale whistled loud, clearer and clearer he came into view, bigger and blacker against the blue than a dragon of cloud. Gathering all its minions, rushed to the fight, swallowed him up in a bite, and the sky lay empty, clear through. Long I watched, and at last afar caught sight of a speck in the vastness, ever smaller, ever decreasing, ever drifting, drifting away into the endless realms of day, finally ceasing. So into heaven's vast vastness vanished that bar of black, as a fluttering star goes out while still on its way. So I lost him Below the young earth, summer, green autumn, and on high the eagle sailing.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm just going to ignore the conversation you guys are having because that was freaking cool. It's a TMI. Okay? No. Oh, boy. Yes, it's all my fault. I'll be the bad guy. Okay, yeah, I got plenty for to share, because it's all good. I have unlimited content that's really freaking cool. Guinness and shooters. I can't drink Guinness by itself. But little Guinness with a little shot glass of Irish whiskey and a little Irish cream liqueur. We're not supposed to say what it's called. Ashes and Embers. Welcome. I'm glad you liked the song. It was awesome. I'm gonna have to run that one through 4.5. Wow. Or maybe not, because number 2 might be even better. But what's gotten into Suno today? Yes. No, not that one. We already listened to that one here.
It was one of those clear, sharp, mustless days that summer and man delight in. Never had heaven seemed quite so high, never had earth seemed quite so green, never had the world seemed quite so clean, or skies so nigh. And I heard the deity's voice in the sun's warm rays, and the white clouds' intricate maze, and the blue sky's beautiful sheen. I looked to the heavens and saw him there, a black speck downward drifting. Nearer and nearer he steadily sailed, nearer and nearer he slid through space in an unending aerial race. This sailor who hailed from the climb of the clouds, ever shifting on billows of air, and the blue sky seemed never so fair, and the rest of the world kept pace. On the white of his head the sun flashed bright, and he battled the wind with white pinions. Clearer and clearer the gale whistled loud, clearer and clearer he came into view, glittering lacquer against the blue. Then a dragon of cloud, gathering all its minions, rushed to the fight and swallowed him up in a bite, and the sky lay empty, clear through. Long I watched, and at last afar caught sight of a speck in the vastness, ever small. finish that bar of black as a flood.
It cut us off at 4 minutes. Yeah, you got that right. Cheers. Definitely one is going through 4.5. Yep. But listening to it with you guys makes it even better. Oh boy. You need a refill. I'm not even, I'm getting to the halfway mark of mine, so which is pretty cool. So because we're at the halfway mark of the show. No. And speaking of yeah, see that I didn't mind that one cut off. It was getting a little annoying. I liked it, but yeah. And besides, this one was a long one, and I was afraid when I figured that would happen with this one because it was a longer poem. Hey, Alyssa, how is it going? Hopefully you like what you hear while you're here. So yeah, Friday's show is going to be cool. Because remember, we're doing Man from Snowy River. It's like a 15-minute long thing, but in 2 parts, but it's in 1 file. And apparently we're going to be redoing the first 3 tracks from today. The 4th one, A Prayer in Time of War. Oh yeah, that's our next one, and it's also the first, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one's 4 minutes long also. All right, let's play it. Boy.
Thou whose deep ways are in the sea, whose footsteps are not known, tonight a world that turned from thee is waiting at thy throne. The towering Babels that we raised, where scoffing sophist brought the little antichrists we praised, the night is on them all. The fool had said, the fool had said, and we who deemed him wise, we who believed that thou wast dead, how should we seek thine eyes? How should we seek to thee for power, who scorned thee yesterday? How should we kneel in this dread hour? Lord, teach us how to pray. Grant us the single heart once more that mocks no sacred thing, the sword of truth our fathers wore when thou wast Lord and King. And let darkness unto darkness tell our deeds.
don't know about you, but that was absolutely freaking lovely. All right. And if I neglected to say hi earlier, I apologize. How you doing, Ashes and members? Nice of you to drop by. And coffee is good, even though you never touch the stuff. Hey, nobody's perfect. No, I usually confine my caffeine intake to before noon. It still doesn't do me any good because I'm up really early anyways because of, old man bladder. The bladder always wins. What do y'all think of that? Around 7 or 8. Wow. Second cup of coffee by noon over there. Yeah. Oh boy. So that was lovely. I'm gonna hit because it cut us off there. I'm gonna have to run that one through 4.5. It just it depends on people. Some people can take it. My uncle, all he did was smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. Of course, he died of lung cancer. But yeah, I don't think I ever remember seeing the guy drink anything but coffee. All right, this one is not quite 4 minutes long. It's 3 minutes and 56 seconds. So it's going to come to it'll have a completion. All right. Oh, yeah, and if you're still here, Miss Sunrise on. Hi. Oh, no. Bye. It's 2 in the morning.
Thou whose deep waves are in the sea, whose footsteps are not known, tonight a world that turned from thee is waiting at thy throne. The towering Babels that we raised, where scoffing sophists brought the little antichrists we praised. The night is on them all. The fool hath said, the fool hath said, and we who deemed him wise, we who believe that thou wast dead, how should we seek thine eyes? How should we seek to thee for power, who scorned thee yesterday? How should we kneel in this dread hour? Lord, teach us how to pray. Grant us the single heart once more, that much no sacred thing, the sword of truth our fathers wore, when thou wast Lord and King. Let darkness unto darkness tell our deep unspoken prayer. For while our souls in darkness dwell, we know that thou art there. How should we seek
All right, dude. On the replay crew, have fun. Yeah, and it's tasty sometimes. I guess have a good one. Yeah. Like some people I knew in the Navy, they just they drink coffee, and if they needed to go take a nap, they go take a nap. Yeah, that was my ex-girlfriend. You don't talk to her until she's had at least a cup and a half of coffee in the morning. Oh yeah. The few times I actually spent overnight with her, it was fun seeing her in the morning. I had fun. Fucking messing with her. Among other things. Anyways, oh yes, my kids are like, Mom, have you had your coffee? I walked around saying coffee saved my soul so much. The kids say with their melts. Oh boy. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh. Coffee. Speaking of, wow, can you believe it's already 50 minutes in? And well, those tracks have been long, but they've been cool. Yeah. Now number 2 on that one was cool. I'm gonna have to run number 1 through 4.5 because that was low. Suno is just doing its thing, I guess. So, Time Sweep. This is Carl Sandburg. He did that one called Jazz Fantasia or Jazz Fantastic or whatever it was. That was really cool. I wonder what this one's going to sound like. Wow, this one's short. Under 3 minutes.
I was born in the morning of the world, so I know how morning looks. Morning in the valley wanting, morning on a mountain wanting. Morning looks like people look, like a cornfield wanting corn, like a sea wanting ships. Tell me about any strong, beautiful wanting. And there is your morning, my morning, everybody's morning. There is your morning.
cool. All right. Well, thanks for dropping by, Ashes. Same time, most mornings, Monday through Friday. With school starting up, we'll play a lot of it by ear if necessary, like on test days and stuff like that. But most mornings, because I schedule my schedule around this, because this is fun. I'm glad you love the start. Yes, that was cool. This is very cool. You like that one? I'm glad you like that one, Joe. Yeah, definitely have a good one. One right. All right. Yeah, you got to warn people. And if they don't, yes, then it's their own fault. Yeah. Yeah. I love you guys. This is one of the best parts of my morning. Even though, like I said, told Keela, it can be very nerve-wracking beforehand, especially, because you don't know what Suno's going to do. Is it going to suck? Today's been pretty cool for the most part. And remember, our bar for sucking is either pretty low, so it's easy to get over, or pretty high. That way, you can get around it. Whatever metaphor, massages your muffins. Uh, that's our criteria around here, which is pretty. It's a pretty loose one. Oh boy. Oh, here's number two.
I was born in the morning of the world, so I know how morning looks. Morning in the valley, wanting. Morning on a mountain, wanting. Morning looks like people look, like a cornfield wanting corn, like a sea wanting ships. Tell me about any strong, beautiful wanting. And there is your morning, my morning, everybody's morning. I was born in the morning of the world, so I know how morning looks. Morning in the valley, wanting. Morning on a mountain, wanting. Morning looks like people look, like a cornfield wanting corn, like a sea wanting ships. Tell me about any strong, beautiful wanting. And there is your morning, my morning, everybody's morning. There is your morning, my morning, everybody's morning. Everybody's morning.
What do you think about that? That was cool. And like most things in life, it's all relative. Oh, are you going to start making me hungry? uh, Yes, definitely. That's what I like about what we do here, because it's cool. And of course, cool's all relative, especially when you're not cool. Oh boy, that was going to be hard to decide, but I like two better. Too bad pizza's not here to just to give the final. All right, this is our. Speaking of final, this is our last track for our last home, the penultimate track for today. This is our Sylvia Plath one called Morning Song. Wow. And considering we just had a thing, and this one's 4 minutes long, and oh boy. Ah.
Love set you going like a fat gold watch. The midwife slapped your foot soles and your bald cry took its place among the elements. Our voices echo, magnifying your arrival. New statue in a drafty museum. Your nakedness. Shadows are safety. We stand round blankly as walls. I'm no more your mother than the cloud that distills, a mirror to reflect its own slow effacement at the wind's hand. All night your moth breath flickers among the flat pink roses. I wake to listen. A Farsi moves in my ear. One cry and I stumble from bed, cow heavy and floral in my Victoria nightgown. Your mouth opens clean as a cat's, the window square whitens and swallows its dull stars. And now you try your handful of notes, the clear vowels rise like balloons. I'm no more your mother than the cloud that distills, a mirror to reflect its own slow effacement at the wind's hand. All night your moth breath flickers among the flat pink roses. I wake to listen. A Farsi moves in my ear. One cry and I stumble from bed, cow heavy and floral in my Victorian nightgown. Your mouth opens clean as a cat's, the window square whitens and swallows its dull stars. And now you try your handful of notes, the clear vowels rise like balloons.
that one was cool. And I wonder what it'll sound like. Again, run through 4.5 because it should have done a little bit more. And I don't really like the extended feature. I don't understand it. So I just use the tool the way that I am comfortable using it. So what do you think of today's show? I'm glad I thoroughly enjoyed it. We're over an hour and it kind of went by like that. That's the way we like it around here. An hour that goes by quick is an hour well spent. It is also an hour that is sometimes sad to see in the rearview mirror. All right, this is our last track for today, the final version, number 2 of Morning Song. So leave laugh.
like balloons.
Yeah. Although number one, I'm gonna again run it through 4.5. Number two is cool too. Well, what they say, no time like the present. Hopefully not. If not, make a phone call. Say, hey, what gives? All right, I'm gonna play a couple more, and then I got stuff to do today. I don't know about you, but let's see here. Or hey, for our Irish fellas out there, here's for you Celts.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors.
Many a frozen night and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all bores, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush, said he. I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This ploughman dead in battle slept out of doors, many a frozen night and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all bores, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush, said he. I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. Above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
Oh, let's change the pace a little bit.
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Softly smiling jaws.
I guess I'll just play this one.
The linnet in the rocky dells, the moorlark in the air, the bee among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer browse above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they her smiles of love caressed have left her so
That was one of our more epic creations. I love that one. I'll post that one and tag y'all in it. Mhm. I actually I don't know. I've thought about rebranding at times. I've got the Poetry Radio online. I actually have that YouTube channel locked in. I just haven't done anything with it because this is the fun part. Yeah, and that was inspired by Pizza going, you should do desert. It actually, it sounds freaking Highland Scottish, but I put desert rock. There's no making no sense. I don't know. But yeah, that's one of those that gets in that, like I said yesterday, it gets that primal part. Makes you just want to get in battle formation and go mess people up or something. And of course, that's what the Highlanders were known for. But yeah, I will. I'll post that one and tag y'all. Hi Sophia, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, play more. I want to just play random crap from here. I think I need to review some stuff here, but where is it? I think it's right here. This one? Well, okay. I want to do the radio one. Let's just play this one. No, not that one. Bear with me. Yes, very tribal. It's the other one. It's that reggae one. I want to hear it right here. I think.
Of their shadows deep. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love fall so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Amid a crowd of stars, how many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face.
and love your beauty with love falls so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Oh yeah, la, 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 la. Oh yeah, la, la, la,
Uh, okay, yeah. I want to address this because this is funny. Of anybody that I've met online here, let me go back to this one here. Start with this one. If there's anybody that I have met and interacted with online, this person right here is one of the few that I know does not broach no nonsense. Okay, so if anybody needs to get anything taken care of as far as unpleasantness goes, it's this lady here. I love you, Sophia, in a quickly, strictly platonic way. You in some ways your attitude reminds me of a girl I grew up with named Donna. She has bigger balls than most dudes. So so yes, we know you are very direct. So I feel sorry for her. I don't know. Oh yeah. So that's fun. Oh, so dinner at Joe's. Cool. Oh boy. Yeah. Sophia don't broach no nonsense. All right, let's see here. What shall we play? What shall we play next? I think this is a cool one. Here, it's myself.
I have to live with myself, and so I want to be fit for myself to know. I want to be able as days go by, always to look myself straight in the eye. I don't want to stand with the setting sun and hate myself for the things I have done. I don't want to keep on a closet shelf a lot of secrets about myself and fool myself as I come and go into thinking no one else will ever know the kind of person I really am. I don't want to dress up myself in sham. I want to go out with my head erect. I want to deserve all men's respect. But here in the struggle for fame and wealth, I want to be able to like myself. I don't want to look at myself and know that I am bluster and bluff an empty show. I never can hide myself from me. I see what others may never see. I know what others may never know. Never can fool myself. Whatever happens, I want to be self-respecting and conscience-free.
All right, this is actually the one I wanted to hear, but here we go.
is May in books forever. May will part from Spencer never. May's in Milton, May's in Pride, May's in Chaucer, Thomson Dyer, May's in all the Italian books. She has old and modern nooks where she sleeps with nymphs and elves in happy places they call shelves, and will rise and dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together. And we'll rise and dress your rooms with a drapery thick with blooms. Come ye rains, then if ye will, May's at home and with me still. But come rather, thou good weather, and find us in the fields together.
Yeah, we are a product of our upbringing. Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes the joke's on them, huh? All right, let's play a couple more, and then I got the rest of my day to get through. Got going helping my buddy with appointments, so that's one of my usual things here. What do I play next? Let's just play this one. Another Lewis Carroll. Yay.
I have a
just wanted to highlight one here. I'm glad you had a good relationship with your dad. My dad's birthday was yesterday. I didn't have the best of relationships with him before he passed away in '97. Yeah, he would have been 86. He wouldn't. Yeah, he was lucky he made it to 58. Well, he was almost 58 when he passed. Bugs. Ugh. But yeah, I didn't talk about it yesterday because I don't know. All right, where was I? Oh, here. Well, I'm about to sign off anyways. I'm gonna play one more. So I have to do this here. You know, everything fair use and stuff. More importantly, my friends, thanks for dropping by and spending a little bit of your time with me, because you guys are awesome. And have an awesome one today or tomorrow or whatever, you know. Because tomorrow we'll be back with, 6 more poems, 6 poets, 12 tracks. And you got it, Joe. You'll be good. All right. I forgot what I was going to say. So I'm going to play us out with one we all like. Just got to get to the right folder, which is right here. Bookends. Have a good one. If it'll play.
She suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Our silence made a seam of hair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to like. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silence and sullen looks, for all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks, for all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books.
Yeah, gnocchi. Love gnocchi. Haven't had good gnocchi in a while. I think that's how you. But I definitely have to address this before I go on. Yes, please. Oh, this fat boy loves some good Italian food, and that sounds like good Italian food. Yes, definitely. That's dirty talk I like. Oh boy. Oh yes, it's too early, and yes, I've been up too long, and yes, you lovely weirdos. I love y'all. I love you all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time with me, and